Hello friends, welcome back to the part 2 of our movies app. So if you don't watch our part 1, then you can check my description. I added the part 2 video link along with the code. So now in this part, we are integrating API to our project. To get our API, we use the moviedb.org website. This website will provide a best API to get movies inside our project. I already have an account for this TMDB. If you don't have any account, then you can sign up. Now go inside the settings to get our API for our project. Then go inside this API. You have to read this documentation, how to create or generate API for our project. I already generate my API for our project. So now go inside this source folder and create another file, that is secrets.js. And here I want to write export constant because we want to use this file inside our another component. So I use here export, and here we have to paste our API key that the website TMDB provide us. And inside this I want to write my API key like this. I don't want to show this process, so I write this API key offline. I write my API key inside this secrets.js. So now close this and import this secrets.js file inside our search component. API key from secrets. Then go inside this search function. After that, we have to use the URL that the TMDB website provide us. So for that, we have to use this backtick, that is about tab button and left hand side of our one button. Now I want to paste the URL. You can see here exactly this is the URL of our the moviedb.org according to the search our movie. And here we have to provide our API key, and here we have to print language, and after that we have to add our query, that is our movie name, this John Wick, this. So we have to provide this API at the end of our URL so we can fetch that. You can copy this URL from my description. I added a GitHub code link. After that, we have to write fetch because we want to fetch information from that URL. So URL, and here I want to write method that is get. You can write post also. After that, I want to write our promise with this then, and I want to put my response, and that is inside our JSON format. So response.json. Make sure this is function. After that, I use another promise. So I want to put my result at the server side. So console.log, and I want to print all of the movies that we search. So now save this file. And let's search our movie. And whenever I submit, you can see here we get nice information according to our movie from that TMDB website. And there is 10 result according to our movie search John Wick. So this looks pretty much good, and we are getting information from our API by this URL successfully. Now the time is come to integrate Redux inside our project. So for that, first create our actions folder, and second one is reducers, and inside these actions I want to create new file that is index.js, and here let's write movies, and I want to create another function that is movies that takes items as parameters, and here let's create our action type is equal to movies items. After that I want to return our state. So now save this file. Now create another file that is index.js inside these reducers. First we have to import our movies from actions. After that I want to create function that is movies, and remember inside our reducers we have to pass state and action. Let's write by default this state empty. Now here let's add our switch case according to our action type, and if our action is movies, then first for our checking purpose let's print movies are, action.type, and we have to return our action. Then we have to use this default case, and here we have to return our whole state like this. So now save this file. Remember, the knowledge of Redux is must required because I don't want to go details in Redux. Now go inside this index.js file that is inside our source folder. Now here we have to import our provider, because we want to wrap up this app component inside this provider that is from React-Redux, and I want to import create store terminology from Redux, import root reducer, from reducers, now let's write here provider, cut this and paste here, and here let's provide our store. First let's initialize, and here inside this create store we have to pass root reducer. Now save this. Now go inside this search component Here we have to import movies, that is from actions, and I also want to import the connect that our React-Redux provide us. Now let's use that. Inside this first parameter we have to pass null, and inside the second we have to pass these movies. Now save this. Now we have to put the result as object. So for that, let's use this object. And instead of this console.log, we have to pass our movies by these props. Let's put all of this stuff inside our curly braces like this. Here is an error, state is not defined. So instead of this state, we have to return our action here. So now save this. An error is gone now. Now also go inside this reducers index.js, and instead of this action.type, we have to pass items. So now save this, refresh this page again. Let's search our movies, and here you can see the functionality is same now. So we are integrating Redux successfully inside our project. Now we want to get all of these results from our movie results component. So for that, here we have to import our connect functionality from React-Redux. To get our result, first we have to pass the function that is map state to props as first parameter. So let's initialize the function first. Here let's write our state for our checking purpose. Let's print the state and here return empty. And here we have to use the connect terminology. At first parameter we have to write map state to prop function, and as second parameter we have to pass nothing. Now wrap up this inside a bracket. So now save this file and let's search movie. And here you can see we can get the result from movie result component. Yes. Now we are going to split these reducers for our simplicity. So I create another reducer called movies reducer.js. Here we have to paste all of this stuff like this. And inside this index.js file, first we have to import movies from movies reducer.js, and we also have to import combine reducer, because inside large project we have to combine all of our reducers from Redux. Then we have to create our root reducer that we import inside our index.js file that is in source folder. Here we have to combine our reducers like this. After then we have to export default root reducer. Save this file. Here is an error. So now the error is gone. Now we want to display our result to here from our server side like this. We want to display here. So for that, go inside movieresults.js. After this search component, we use this map property that is like array, and here we have to display our movies. First we have to call our item, and here we only have to return our movie title. And inside this return we have to pass our movies state.movies. So now save this file. Let's search our movie. Press on submit so we can get our movie title successfully here. Now let's create another component for to display our movies. So let's create new component called movie item. Here first we have to import our React and component. Then let's use our class based component. First we have to render it and return. Here we have to use export default because we want to use this component inside this movie result.js file. Now I want to use thumbnail that Bootstrap provide us. So for that, go inside Bootstrap 3 because I am familiar with this 3 version. Go inside components. Go inside these thumbnails. I want to use this kind of templates, so let's copy this stuff and paste here. Here the image tag is not closed, so yes. Now go inside this movie result.js and first we have to import that component. Then let's use that. Movie item. Let's close this. Now save this file. Refresh this page again. And let's search our movie. And here we can get our thumbnail that our Bootstrap provide us. Now here is a warning for our key. So let's provide the key for our movie item component, that is by default item ID. So now save this file, refresh this page, search our movie here, and the key warning is gone, but the another warning that is inside our movie item.js. Now inside this we have to remove this div tag with the row class name. After that, instead of thumbnail label we have to print movie title. So this dot props dot movie dot title. Now here we have to use class name instead of only class. So let's change all of this stuff to class name, but not this. So now save this file. So here we can get the result, but that is not showing proper. So there is a mistake in this Bootstrap CDN link. So let's search online here, Bootstrap 3 CDN. Now let's copy this, paste here, save this file. Now go inside this app.js, and here we have to write the class name road text center. So now we can search John Wick, press on submit, and this look pretty much good. Now the time is come to add image of our movie. So for that, first we have to create a variable name URL component. Here we have to provide path of our images that the TMDB website provide us. image.tmdb.org/t and W342. This is the path where all images we have to save inside the TMDB website. And here inside this source, first we have to get our URL component. And we have to add movie poster path, because remember here inside this poster path there is the link for that JPG. So here this poster path we have to add in this URL component so we can get the nice image. And inside this alt we have to write the movie title and the image. Then we have to print the detail like this. So for that we have to use of this overview. So instead of this, let's write here this dot props dot movie dot overview. Then we also have to show the release date. So for that, let's create another p tag with this release date. And here we have to print this.props.movie release date. and we also have to print the rating. So for that we have to use this what average. So ratings this dot props dot movie dot what average, and save the file. Refresh this page, search here for our movie, so we can get the ratings, release date and the overview, but we can't get the image properly because there is a mistake. Here we have to write only P, put these curly braces like this. So now save this file. Now you can see here we can get our image properly. Let's resize. Now save this. So here you can see whenever we search our movie we can get this result, and this look pretty much good. So now let's take a quick pause here. If you want to continue with this project, then you can check my description. I add the part 3 video link whenever I will upload the part 3. So if you got any error while programming, then you can check my description. I added a GitHub code link. So thank you and bye bye, and stay tuned for the next video.